What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for El Clasico tomorrow, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. The first El Clasico match preview on the channel. And boys, I am hyped for this. Obviously rocking the Messi sweater for this video. Big game for Messi. Hasn't scored in El Clasico, I don't think, until 2018. So, big El Clasico for him. Big El Clasico for Ronald Koeman. It's just a big El Clasico in general. Let's get into the preview. So we're going to start off by looking at the league table. Real Sociedad, top of the league on 11 points. Real Madrid in third, 10 points. Obviously losing their last game. They played 5 games. Barcelona played 4 games. Sat in 9th on 7 points. Again, really early days. A lot of teams have played more games than others. Like Real Sociedad have played 2 more games than Barcelona. We're looking into the league table too much, but Barcelona are sat in 9th at the moment. Real Madrid in third. Barcelona and Real Madrid both losing their last league games. Both of them losing 1-0 as well. Oh, this is a big El Clasico, guys. I cannot express how big and how important this El Clasico is. It's going to be a huge test for this squad. It's going to be a huge test for Ronald Koeman. Same thing on the other side for Madrid. It's going to be a big test for them. They're obviously in lesser form than we are. We won our last game in the Champions League. They didn't. Go into depth in that in a few minutes. But, man, this is... I'm so... I don't know why, but I'm so excited for this El Clasico. This will be the first El Clasico with no Suarez, no Rakitic for a while, and it's gonna be a big change. Obviously, Barcelona in the middle of a rebuild, so Real Madrid, they didn't spend any money in the transfer window. They let go of Bale, they let go of James Rodriguez. So both Barcelona and Real Madrid are in a rebuilding phase, and both of them have managers that they trust, like the board they trust, even though our board is gonna probably leave soon. And it's a huge El Clasico at the Camp Nou as well. For last Camp Nou Clasico was a year ago in October. Last El Clasico, we lost 2-0 at the Bernabeu, and we need to rectify that. You know, we haven't lost Camp Nou Clasico since 2016, when we lost 2-1 when Piqué scored that header. And hopefully we can continue the streak. And hopefully it won't be a draw, because we've been having so many draws at the Camp Nou recently. I think all of the last few games have been draws. So we need to rectify that. We need to get a dub. First El Clasico as well. I know I'm dragging this on a bit, but first El Clasico as well with no fans in the stadium. So we're going to hear a lot of the players' conversations. We're going to hear a lot of the beef. Oh, I'm excited, boys. I'm excited. Let's take a look at Real Madrid. So let's take a look at Real Madrid's last 2 games. We'll go in chronological order. They played on the weekend against Cadiz, and they lost 1-0 with Anthony Lozano, former Barcelona B striker, scoring the goal. Their lines on the screen right now, it was Courtois, Nacho, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Toni Kroos, Isco. So more of a 4-2-3-1. Vasquez on the right, Vinicius on the left, and Benzema on, at the striker position. And they lost 1-0. I would expect to have a similar lineup to this, because this is what they usually go for. They have some injury problems. Carvajal won't be playing. He's going to be a big miss for them, because they don't have another backup right back. They do have Odriozola, who may come in, but I don't think they really trust them that much. So it looks like Nacho will be playing the right back position. They tried to do a different tactic in the UCL, which we're talking about now. On Wednesday, they lost 3-2 to Shakhtar Donetsk. I did watch the game, and I can tell you what, Real Madrid are trash. In that first half, I don't know what I was watching. It looked like it was Real Madrid Castile versus Shakhtar Donetsk. I tell you what, Casemiro had an awful performance. Militao was absolutely crap as well. And Marcelo wasn't tracking back. He was playing more of a left wing than a left back. And this is their lineup on the screen right now. It was Courtois, Fernand Mendy playing at right back, Varane, Militao, Marcelo, Valverde, Casemiro, Modric, Luka Jovic, Rodrigo, and Asensio. And that front 3 didn't really work at all. Rodrigo, Luka Jovic both had poor games. They had to get subbed off. Modric did well, but I think his age kicked in, so that's why they took him off, brought on Toni Kroos. I would expect a similar lineup to the league game against Cadiz. They're probably going to go with the midfield 3 of Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. Front 3 is going to be probably Vinicius, Benzema, and Asensio. Back 4 is going to be Rafael, Varane, Marcelo, Nacho. And I don't know if Ramos is fit yet, but I think he will be fit for the game. It's going to be a Clasico. They just give him a bunch of drugs and he'll play, to be honest. So I think Ramos will be fit, and obviously Courtois on net. So yeah, Real Madrid coming on bad form, losing both their last 2 games, and both of the defeats were against lower opposition. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a big game. So Real Madrid's lineup is pretty much, set in stone. The question is, what's Barcelona's lineup going to be? Now let's take a look at Barcelona's last 2 games. Usually don't do this for Barcelona, but since it's the Clasico, I'll do it. Last league game was against Getafe, the 1-0 defeat, obviously. Last on the screen, it was Neto, Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, Dest, Busi, De Jong, Pedri, Messi, Usman, and Antoine Griezmann. Now I'm going to leave a poll on my community tab, and I want you guys to vote on it and let me know, would you start Griezmann in the Clasico? That's what I'll leave it on that question. So Koeman's going to play the 4-2-3-1. We all know that. Getafe game wasn't really that great of a performance. Look, the players looked dejected after the international break, so it is what it is. But Barcelona's last game was in the UCL, 5-1 victory over Ferencváros. And it was 5-1. Messi, Fati, Coutinho, Pedri, and Dembele getting the last few goals in the last minute. That line's on the screen right now. It was Neto, Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, Pjanic, De Jong, Coutinho, Fati, Trincao, and Lionel Messi up top. Now, you do see Piqué with the red card. It doesn't have effect on this game. He will be starting the Clasico 1,000,000% because he won't be playing the Juventus game. So Piqué is going to be in the team. Don't worry about that. And yeah, Barcelona coming off a great victory. We did concede that game, which is not very, convincing, even though the penalty is not convincing. So big questions about Koeman's lineup. So let's get straight into it. This is the part of the video where I react to Koeman's press conference. Currently 8 a.m. my time in Canada, and he hasn't done the match preview. Hasn't done this press conference yet, and I gotta go to work, so ain't got time for that. Obviously, the match day squad is gonna be released tomorrow morning, so we won't even know the match day squad. So just thought I'd let you guys know about that. Okay, time to predict Koeman's lineup. It's gonna be difficult to predict. I can tell you that. The front four is gonna be so hard to guess. Double pivot's gonna be guessable, and the back four is probably gonna be guessable as well. So in goal, this is for Ronald Koeman, not for my lineup. I'm going to predict Ronald Koeman's lineup. In goal, he's going to go with Neto. Not Companion, not going to make it. Ter Stegen won't be fit for the Clasico. Maybe he'll be on the bench for the Juventus game, but not for this game. Right back, I think he's going to go with Sergio Roberto, just because he won't have the balls to start Firpo. So I think he's going to go with Roberto. Two center backs are going to both be Piqué and Lenglet. Piqué's going to get a nice midweek rest, so he's definitely going to play this game as well. Have no cover for Lenglet. Don't see him starting Araujo in the Clasico, but if he does, that's some big balls. But he's going to start with Lenglet 100%. And I think left back is going to go with Serginho Dest. Again, I prefer Dest on the right and then Firpo on the left. But again, he won't have the balls to do that. Jordi Alba won't be fit to start the game. May make a sub appearance, but he won't be fit to start the game. It's been confirmed. So that's my back four for Koeman. Then double pivot, I think he's going to go with De Jong and Sergio Busquets. Again, he rests Busquets midweek in the Champions League. He's rumored to be starting. And you have to start him alongside Frankie de Jong because he's the engine in our midfield, and he's Dutch, and Koeman loves the Dutch man. So I personally wouldn't go with that, but I think Koeman's going to go with Busquets and de Jong. In the cam, I think he's going to go with Philippe Coutinho. I think Coutinho has been on good form. Don't see him benching him for this game. On the right, I think he's going to go with Lionel Messi. I think Messi's going to opt to start the game, but you'll understand why he's on the right wing. Left wing, he's going to go with Ansu Fati, of course, on great form, the young kid. Scored in the UCL, scored in the Champions League, got that nice assist for Coutinho. Will he start him at the number 9? I don't think so. I think he's going to stick with what he knows. This is the game where you don't want to experiment, right? So that's why he's going to go with what he knows best. So Ansu's going to start on the left. Up top, I think he's going to go with Antoine Griezmann. I think he's going to start Griezmann. At the end of the day, we all don't want him to start. I think if there's one game where you can show your talent, it's the Clasico. If he can get a hat trick, I would go mental. If I were to pick any game for Griezmann to get a hat-trick in, it would be the Clasico again. And hopefully he puts in a good performance because I think he's going to start the game 100%. That's my Koeman predicted lineup. Let me know what you think Koeman's going to go with in the comments below. Now let's get into my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. Similar back five, but except I make one change. In goal, I'd go with Neto. Right back, I'd go with Serginho Dest. Two center backs, I'd go with Piqué and Lenglet. And left back, I'd go with Junior Firpo. I think you get to play everyone in their natural positions. Not time to, put Dest at left back, Roberto. I just don't want to see Roberto at right back, especially in these games. I know he does well in the Clasico sometimes in, the midfield position. That's where Valverde used to play at Etienne. Don't really want to see him at right back. He's going to get rinsed by Vinicius Jr., so you can tell, even when we had Valverde and Etienne, they both played Semedo on Vinicius Jr. Sergio Roberto can't handle Vinicius' pace and his skills, so you have to put Dest in there. That's what I would go with, but I don't think that's what he's going to go with. So that's my back five. In the double pivot, a bit of a risky one, but I would go with Frankie de Jong and Miralem Pjanic. I think they did really well against Ferencváros, and I would like to see that, but I do think Busquets is going to start inevitably. But Pjanic and de Jong is going to be the future double pivot that we have, so I would play them in the Clasico. And at the cam position, I would go with Philippe Coutinho, again, on great form. Hopefully he can, put in the Clasico performance. He did score in the Clasico in Valverde's second season, that 5-1 against Lopetegui's side. So I'd play Coutinho. He knows all about the Clasico. Right wing, I'd go with Ousmane Dembele. 1 goal, 1 assist in the Champions League. Again, he knows about the Clasico as well. Had a brilliant performance under Valverde last season, 2 seasons ago, when we won 3-0 in the Cope. That was his last in the Copa. Sorry, that was his last appearance, I believe, in the Clasico. I'd go with Ousmane Dembele. Left wing, I'd go with Ansu Fati again. On great form. Talked about the Clasico in his post-match press conference after the UCL, saying that he's really excited and he wants to play. I'd stick him at left wing. And up top, I'd go with Lionel Messi again. You gotta play him, and that means that I do not pick Antoine Griezmann in my starting lineup. It is a bit of a risky one, but I don't think Griezmann's, it's just I don't want to risk it, because if you play Griezmann, it's gonna be 50-50. Will he perform? Will he not? I don't want to risk it in the Clasico. Clasico means too much to me, so I'd go with Messi at the top. So that's my lineup. Let me know your lineups down in the comments below. Prediction time. Time to make my prediction for the Clasico. Already know what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Barcelona winning this game by 2-0. I think we'll get the clean sheet. I think we'll get the dub, and I think we'll win by 2 goals. It's gonna be a tight game. Both teams. I think we're both evenly matched, even though we have Messi. I think Messi would give us that. If we didn't have Messi, I think we'd be even, but Messi pushes us a bit over, and it's gonna be a difficult game. I think we're gonna push it over the edge. Like I said before, Clasico means everything. There are only rivals now in the La Liga. Espanyol got relegated by us last season, so we have no other rivals. This is the only game that matters to us, in my opinion. There's no other Catalan team. Girona not playing, so I'm going with 2-0 Barcelona. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for the Clasico tomorrow. You guys have to join me for the live watch along tomorrow. I'm going to probably go live 20 minutes before kickoff because I'm absolutely hyped about this. You're going to see my reaction. I'm going to be yelling. I'm going to be screaming. So be there for that. And hopefully tomorrow when I do the match review, we would have won. I don't want no draw. I don't want no loss. I just want the win. I'm pumped for this. I know it may look like now I'm not pumped as I was at the beginning of the video, but after reading all these stats and stuff, I'm getting a little nerves are kicking in. So I'm still confident we're gonna get the win, and hopefully Koeman picks the right lineup because, like I said, game starts at the lineup, and hopefully he picks the right lineup. See you guys tomorrow for the live watch along and the match review on the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on because there's going to be bare uploads tomorrow as well. See you guys tomorrow. Take care and Forza Barca.